Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa. It's going to be another batch of hot new releases from Middle Eastern houses. The concentration is going to be on FA Paris. I have like a bunch of decants from FA Paris and I'm actually enjoying a lot of them. I'm trying to test a lot of the very popular ones out, and these are going to be additions, like new additions that they are releasing. The reason why I'm sharing this is because although I'm not excited about a lot of new releases lately, these ones are quite different. They are not duping the Delanes and other ones. As a matter of fact, they have the equestrian line that are basically duping Oriana, Delana, and the likes, and I'm not going to even bother myself to share that because I'm over that, But with these ones, they are quite different, and that is why I found the need to share with you. But before I do that, in addition to the FA Paris, fragrances, there's going to be this Alhambra, fragrance. There's an Alhambra fragrance. I guess it's one of the ones I'm super excited to share because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is supposedly duping a fragrance that is quite hard to come by. The dupe, not the actual one, The dupe is actually hard to come by. I've seen very less of the dupes out there. I only have one in the form of Cleopatra from Hamidi, and that is even not like superly widely available. So people have complained that you can't find Hamidi's Cleopatra, which is inspired by Creed Camina. And if I'm right about this from Maison Alhambra, then I would just love to try and then recommend this and for people to look out for it. This is known as Avant Ruby. They are out with the Avant silk that I'm eager, like I'm itching to get a sample or at least test Avant silk because of how it's been described. I have my decants of my sample of Creed, the silk, whatever, I have that, but I guess waiting for Avant silk to be able to try that. However, they are out with another flanker of the Avant known as Ruby, which there's nothing on it, no notes, nothing. So I'm sort of giving you what I think or perceive is going to be inspired by looking at a bottle. It gives me Creed Camina vibes. So I'm just keeping fingers crossed that it's going to be Creed Camina. Then it can be widely available to people who didn't get Cleopatra from Hamidi. That is what I'm hoping for. Let's move on to the FA Parises that I'm super excited about. So there's this one called Veneno Bianco, the Veneno series. I think I'm going to talk about two of them. Veneno Bianco, and from the name I thought it was going to be Bianco Latte. I was like, oh, another Bianco Latte. No, however, it is not. Apparently this is inspired by Killian's sun-caged goddess. I'm not familiar with that, so I don't know, but apparently it is inspired by sun-caged goddess from Killian, and it has the following note. But the bottle is like the most beautiful white. The bottle has this like snake-like thing wrapped around it. So if you're not a fan of snakes or you're superstitious, I'm sure these are not going to be for you. But for me, I love it. It's very creative and, sexy in a way, And Veneno Bianco has the following notes: neroli and then milk at the top. It has tiare flower, ylang-ylang, and then white flowers in the middle, and then vanilla, gaiac wood, and then labdanum at the base. I'm super curious about that. I would love to own a bottle for the sake of the bottle, not necessarily the scent. The scent I'm curious about because it is something new that we are not like bombarded with, but the bottle is like the one that is calling me now, So we have Veneno Bianco, and I'm so glad it's not inspired by Bianco Latte. So if you are wondering if it is another Bianco Latte, no, it is not. It is rather sun-caged goddess from Killian. Then we have the actual Veneno, the OG Veneno, which to me is the sexiest bottle, the black bottle with the gold, snake, is the sexiest bottle ever. And this one apparently is inspired by one of my favorite fragrances lately. I have a decant of Mashubaya from Latafa, which is known to be inspired by Killian's something hot, I just love it. I just love that fragrance. Smoking hot from Killian. And if this is any good, or better than the one from Latafa, trust and believe I'm getting this. I would rather get this over that if I hear anything that is like a lot better than the one from Latafa. Although the one from Latafa is like one of the sexiest candied apple shisha accord, with tobacco and some smoke and some leather sort of thing. It is beautiful. However, we have Veneno from FA Paris, which has the following notes. It has apple, cinnamon, and then smoke at the top. It has tobacco, vanilla, and then moss in the middle. And then at the base, we have bourbon, vanilla, licorice, ISOE super, and then clary sage. And I'm just curious about this, with the bottles and everything. I'm super curious. So there's that. Then we have another one, and this one is the only one which I feel is quite, there are a few God of Fire, dupes I have come across from Latafa and the likes, but FA Paris have their Vulcan Feu, which is known to be inspired by God of Fire from Stefan Hamburg Lucas. And this one has the following notes: mango, ginger, lemon, and then red berries at the top. In the middle, we have coumarin, jasmine, and then cedar. And then at the base, we have musk, amber, agarwood, and then cypriol oil. So although I'm not like very excited about that, because I feel at least I've been able to try that, scent profile in other variations, from Latafa and the like. So I don't know, but I'm not super excited to even try this one. However, there's another one from the Vulcan, series known as Vulcan Sable, Sable, which is also known to be inspired by another Stefan Hamburg Lucas. But this, in this scenario, it's going to be Sand Dance. The name even is very exotic, and very catchy to me. Sand Dance, Sand Dance. I have no idea how that smells, but I think it is more masculine. It is more masculine with the notes, which includes whiskey, coriander, and then mandarin orange, and then sesame seeds and anise at the top. In the middle, we have cacao, sandalwood, and then cashmerean. And then at the base, we have tonka bean, benzoin, styrex, white cedar extract, and then patchouli, vanilla, and then cashmere roots. These are the notes for Vulcan Sable, which to me feels a little masculine with the whiskey and other things, but I don't know, it could be unisex. A lot of these fragrances are known to be unisex, fragrances. And I'm super excited to at least know what this one is also about. The Vulcan, bottles are also that snake wraparound, they give me, if you are superstitious, and you don't like those kind of things, it might put you off. But for me, I love the Veneno bottles a lot more than the Vulcans. I feel the Vulcans are a little more simplistic, but the Venenos are like the sexy with the black and the white and the gold, snake wrapped around them. I love them. And I'm super curious about Avant Ruby from Maison Alhambra. Maison Alhambra is this year, I think they're going to be one of the houses that releases the most fragrances, because from last year, last quarter of last year till now, every single time I turn, I'm seeing a new release from Maison Alhambra, and they're incredibly affordable than their Latafa counterparts. So I'm super curious about Avant Ruby from Alhambra, and I hope it's going to be inspired by Creed Camina, so that a lot of people who are not able to access the Cleopatra and other, I have not seen anything. I might, unless someone educates me, but I have no idea if there's any other Middle Eastern house that has come up with a variation of Creed Camina. I have no idea. I would love to know. So yeah, that is going to be it for today, and I hope this video found you well. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.